If you've struggled to pull off a stuck vacuum or fuel hose only to break something in the process, you know how frustrating that is. Today I've got a tool that solves that problem, and I've used it quite often. I think that you're going to like it too. That's next. Rubber hoses can be tough to remove for two reasons. First, as they age, hoses become hard and cracked. Pulling on them to break the bond they form with the tube can turn into a real wrestling match. If the tube's plastic, it'll break. If not, the hose will. Second, hoses that are still pliable tend to stretch as they're pulled. Stretching a hose will cause the inner diameter to shrink, gripping the tube more tightly. Think of a Chinese finger trap. Pulling harder only traps your finger harder. The solution is to push the ends of the trap, or in this case, hose, from the tube. For larger hoses, I like using a hose pick. First, I use it to break the bond with the tube. Then, keeping the point aimed at the tube, I pull the tool, which actually pushes the end of the hose. Easy. It's not so easy using a pick on smaller hoses because I end up piercing or tearing the rubber. So instead, I reach for these pliers. These are hose remover pliers from Lisle, part number 47900. This tool has two sides to it. The silver side, marked hose, is responsible for pushing the end of the hose. The black half is marked tube and is designed with a sharpened edge that bites the tube and anchors the tool. Once you position their jaws at the end of the hose, just give them a squeeze. These are 10-inch pliers and can remove hoses from 5/32 of an inch to 1/2 inch. They are made in the USA, and like all Lisle tools, these pliers carry a lifetime warranty. I bought this tool years ago at O'Reilly Auto Parts, but you can easily find them online for about $10. This tool works well in most situations and has been a lifesaver for me. Because of that, it's become one of my favorite tools, but there are some shortcomings which I'll describe next. First, my biggest complaint is the handle. There's no vinyl grip, just the knurled steel, which would be okay normally, but these edges are sharp and I've been pinched a few times. So I'm careful about how I hold them, especially here near the pivot point. If I choke up on the tool, my finger can get caught inside of there and pinch. So I have to come back to the rear of the handle, squeeze there, and then my finger is free. Next, you'll notice that the jaws don't line up evenly. They're offset slightly. It doesn't seem to affect performance, it just looks a bit cheap. Last, the jaws have a blunt edge at the top, which makes it difficult to fit the tool into an area where a hose fits tight to another object. I think I might modify these with a grinder and see if they don't lose too much strength. Now that you've seen these pliers in action, let's give them a score from 1 to 10 in 3 different categories to see if they earn a Tool Demo's buy recommendation. First, in the form category. The aesthetics of these pliers are okay. Ergonomically speaking, the handles could be better, and that misaligned jaw is an eyesore, but otherwise, they're fine, and it gets a 5 out of 10. Next, in function, the tool does what it was designed to do, and it does it well. I've been spared lots of frustration and broken parts since adding these pliers to my toolbox, and I couldn't be happier. My only concern is that they won't fit in tight areas, so they lose a bit there and get an 8 out of 10. The final category here is value, and that's where this tool really shines. Lisle has a lifetime warranty on this and every product that they make, and a great reputation for standing behind its products. At only $10, these pliers are a bargain, and they easily score a perfect 10 out of 10. Add up all of the points from the 3 categories, and these pliers score 23 out of 30, which earns them a shop around recommendation. There are better options out there, but they're also twice the price. As far as I'm concerned, these are great pliers, and I'm really happy to have them, and I'm looking forward to many years of trouble-free service. I hope you found my review helpful, and I look forward to reading your comments. Thanks for watching.